Welcome to part 2 of lecture 2 in Sociology 232, Methods of Social Research. Now I'm going to address some of your hopes and concerns for the course that were expressed on the Blackboard discussion forum. So I've listed there a list of the unique hopes and the unique fears, and we're going to address them. So people are hoping for a lot of different things in this course, and that's great. I always like to understand why people are in the course and what they're looking forward to. And so some of you are wanting to develop some useful skills, and you will get some hands-on experience. And so I hope that you will find that useful. People want to learn about why people behave as they do, and that certainly is a primary concern of social science researchers. Again, someone wants to get a better understanding of the different methods, and certainly we will look at different methods within each of the research strategies. So quantitative research strategies employ a variety of statistical analytical methods, as do qualitative research strategies. And so we're going to learn a lot of different methods. You're going to get to practice some of them, but there are many, many more that we can't address in just a half course. But you will certainly be exposed to different methods, and hopefully you'll be able to distinguish between them. Someone wants to be able to create statistics and look at immigration rates for foreigners, and that's certainly something that I've done in my own research. In my doctoral research, I was able to do a fairly extensive study, both quantitative and qualitative, into the experiences of immigrant women in Canada and on the east coast of Canada. So being able to employ some statistical methods will be part of this course, and we have a guest lecturer coming, Jessica Gallagher, from the library, the Government Documents and Data Department, and she'll give you lots of information about how you can access government databases, and so that you can look at government generated statistics as well as do some of your own statistical analysis of those data sets. So there will be lots of opportunity for that. Someone wants to learn how our government decides how many citizens to allow into the country, what are our immigration rates based on, and how do they decide about those different skill levels and periods of time. So there's lots of information available in the Government Data and Documents Department of the University Library, and so I'm sure you'll be looking forward to that lecture. Some people's concerns, and these are sometimes difficult to express. We all want to look confident, but I am happy that people were able to talk, or to at least write about, some of the things that they're worried about going into the course, and hopefully I can address some of these. Someone wrote that they are worried that they won't be able to think critically in a sort of a research-oriented mindset, and this is one of the earlier courses in terms of an introduction to social science methods, and so you're not expected to be experts at the outset of this kind of course. This is a learning process, and so we'll learn about different social science research methods, and it takes some time to master some of the methods, and then in order to think critically about the data that one collects, or the data that one has access to, is also a skill that develops over time. And so critical thinking is something that you need to learn throughout your academic career, and we're all refining those kinds of skills, and so you're not expected to come with a set of fully refined critical thinking skills. So definitely that's something you can work on, and I'm happy to help you work on that in this course. Will the course be difficult? That really depends on you and what kinds of effort you put into the course. I think the textbook is fairly straightforward. Some statistical analytical methods are require you to work at them. So statistics is not something that comes naturally or easily to a lot of people. I don't think it's above and beyond what most people can handle, especially if you've been accepted into the university. But you do have to work at it. In my courses, I expect people to put in the work. And if you put in the work, you will see the results. And so there's quite a bit of content in the course. Is it that difficult? It's hard for me to judge, but I think if you keep up with the work and you read the course textbook and you pay attention during the lectures and you engage in the learning activities, one of the things that I do in my teaching is I give lots of opportunity for you to talk with your peers and to engage in research methods and exercises that help you to understand the methods that I'm talking about or the concepts that I'm talking about. So if you engage in the class activities, I think you will find the course to be fulfilling and interesting. I think social research methods have the potential to be really dry, but I try to have some active learning exercise built into the course on a fairly regular basis, and I think they're interesting kinds of exercises. Someone expressed that they have a lack of interest in the idea of research, and I'm hoping that I can help to change that. I think the opportunity to conduct original research that makes a difference, is something that you might become excited about, or becoming part of a research project, like the opportunity that you have in class this semester to be involved in the CREA research project on gender justice. That's a project where people are going to express things that they've never maybe expressed before, or have never been sort of compiled in the same way that it's going to be compiled for this particular project. And being on the cutting edge of that kind of research, I think, is really exciting, and I'm hoping that you can get some of that enthusiasm. So maybe you don't think that you're somebody who wants to become a researcher, but in many ways, I think that research can be exciting, and hopefully I can spark some excitement within you. Group discussions, those are often things that people are nervous about, particularly if you're more introverted or if you're shy. We will start gently. Online discussions are always a great opportunity to begin to get to know your classmates a little bit better. Some people find the internet a more comfortable way to express themselves socially. There will be pair discussions, there will be small group discussions. You will get to know people in your small group. I don't mix it up too much after the first little while, so eventually you'll actually get to know the people in the course. And so hopefully we can do it in such a manner that you'll become more and more comfortable with the method of small group discussion. I think it's important that we respect one another's opinions in this class. There is tremendous diversity among us. And so this could be a really great opportunity for you to get to know people in a little bit of a deeper way. So I hope that we can do it in a manner that allays some of your fears. And, you'll never be a completely extroverted kind of person, but you may be comfortable talking to people that you get to know a little bit better in this course. Someone expressed that they're worried that they might not be able to get into the type of thinking and expression that might be required in this course in social science research. Again, I think there is a particular language and a particular way of interacting that you learn at the university, and there's different ways with every discipline. And so social science has its methods and its social interaction rituals, if you will. And so you are beginning to learn the language and the customs and the practices of people in social science, and you're not expected to know them or completely understand them. And so this is a process that you're engaged in. And so you will become more and more familiar with social science research and the kinds of lingo that we use and the kinds of practices we engage in, the kinds of theories that we find interesting. Those things will become more and more familiar to you as you go along, but you're not expected to know these things at the outset of the course. Maybe you won't find the course material particularly interesting, and maybe you'll find me kind of boring. I want to assure you that usually in person, I think I'm a little bit more animated than I am in video. I like to tell a lot of stories, but I don't want these videos to be too long. So I'm hoping that this can be an engaging course for you, and I look forward to meeting you in person. So the next 3 segments are the official lecture portions of this class. I look forward to meeting you soon in person.